Hello and welcome to another Substance Painter tutorial where I go more in depth on creating masks and applying smart materials so you guys could see how to create a decent looking skin real quick. For this tutorial I'm gonna use from the source files folder the Leopold D Evo. You could see the substance file here. I'm gonna use this one. I have it already opened right here. First things first, as you can see, this attachment has some text here with white. What I would do is I would put them in a separate mask and use them for the final skin. To begin doing that, we create a fill layer here. We make the color, I don't know, red to separate the text. Now right click on this fill layer and add mask with color selection. And now as you can see in the properties, we have the properties of color selection. Here it requires a mask which is exactly the texture of the base map of this attachment, which is in this case this one. Now we pick a color here on the white. As you can see, the text has been separated, but we gotta play with those settings a little bit more. I'm gonna invert this mask. Right click, invert mask, so we could see it inverted. So from here it would be easier to select our colors. I think this should do almost. A little bit blurred. This should do. Well, it took some spots here too, but those screws, yeah, those screws are gonna be masked separately anyway. So the first things first, we took the text. Let's make it back to white, or no, let's leave it like this for a while. Now we select this fill layer, which is the whole model. As you can see, the texture, the base map of the model. And now we right click, add black mask. Now we go here in left side and we choose polygon fill, and then as you can see here, there's a triangle, a square, a cube, and this checkers. The cube should select a whole object, but as you can see, this weapon is made from a single object, so it's not gonna help us. So you select this checkers here and you start masking what you want to keep the original texture. For example, I would like this object to remain in the original texture. Make sure you don't miss anything. Here. Here. Right, I think I got it all. I didn't want this side, so we go back to black and select it, so it's unmasked. Now we go back to white, we pick this object too. I think, right, I got it. And this side, same for this one. in this part. Now we've kept those parts in the original texture, and we also have a separate fill layer with the text on top of it. Now let's say we want this material made in 2 colors. We could create 2 more masks and split this how we want. I don't know, half a color, or we want to use a smart material right now, exactly on this mask where we have the texts and some of the parts with the original texture. Let's take, I don't know, some random smart material from here. Let's take this. Steel tank, steel painted. Alright, let's take this one. As you can see, it has been applied on everything because it's on top of everything. To put this steel painted exactly where we want, which is on all the model except the selected parts, we go to our old mask, we copy it, paste it here, paste, where is it, do it again, copy mask, paste into mask. Now we invert it because we want those parts to keep the original texture and the other parts to be painted. Now we should put this fill layer on top because this is our text. Now we could go to the fill layer and make it white or grayish so that the text is white. This should be our first texture with 1 smart material. We could mess with those settings here. Or whatever, or we could use another smart material. Let's try another better one. Let's use the no. I think this. Okay, we could take this one. We put it right under here. We copy the mask. Paste into mask. Now we have it with the new texture, which looks kind of like this. For this texture, I'd say the text could be where's the text? Here. The text could be black, like this. We could also paint on the masks. For example, we want this thing masked to, we want to paint. So we fill this circle with paint it on both masks. This is on this smart material mask. But we also have it here, so we gotta paint in it so that the original texture is taken. Something like this. Going back for some polishing. this should do. Now we've taken another part. I don't know when this text became white again. So something like this. Could do the same for this one. Alright, and the same in the main mask. Yeah, well, it's not perfect because alright, this should do. For more polish, you could take those screws too, but with this selection tool. I made the square. Don't make the square because it reaches through objects. Alright, something like this. And we've masked this too. Now I'm gonna try to copy it. Paste into mask and invert mask. Yep, it worked. Now we have the model. I think final for exporting. So basically you've learned how to mask some parts of the object, how to keep the texts, and how to apply smart materials to your masks. This should be enough to get you started. I'm gonna export it too, so we could see how this looks in the game. Export to mesh. No, not export mesh. Export textures. You gotta select from this list the Unity Universal Render Pipeline Metallic Workflow. Now you go to export. Started the game. In the meantime, let's upload the textures. This image BB works. Where did this guy export? We're interested in those three textures. Let's see if we could upload them all at once. Yep. Uploaded them. Meanwhile, the game should have started. Alright. Inventory, customize weapon. Let's put this bad boy. G-Evo is called in the game. Now selecting custom local skin. You know that texture, I used it before for a test. Now let's open those. This. Now copy image address. This is the metallic. Copy image address. Copy image address. Now paste the base map here. I can see it. We now remove the stock metallic and stock normals. This is just the model with the base map. Now we paste the normal. No, not the normal, sorry, the metallic. It's metallic. It's already changed. Now a normal map, we paste the normal. As you can see, the details. And in detail normal, you can paste the normal again. It will make it look even better, like this. And this is the skin we've just created with the smart material. Congratulations on making your first skin. I'll see you on the next tutorials. Have a great day.